You don't think that you won't make it. No more than you don't think that your dream is not going to happen. No more than you don't think that this is not your time, or that you're not ready, or that this is not your purpose. The problem is not that you don't think any of that. The problem is what you know that all of that will do. All of that is going to force you to face the truth and realization that in order for you to do what you must, you are going to have to do some things that you haven't done before. The problem is that you already know exactly what some of those things are. And you don't want all of that to be true. Because that's going to mean that some of the people that you meant to be here won't make it to you making it. It's up, but going forward, they won't fit outside of your frustrations, your fears, your failures, or you falling. You don't think that you're going to be okay without certain people being there, but those people might be the main reason that you aren't there already. You have the future you're waiting for you. You holding on to a past that you should have long gotten past is the reason it's stalling. And you don't think that you deserve to have to wait. The way you've had to worry, the wrong that was done, but all of that is exactly what you deserved. That's why that's the way it went. Know that when you say you want something anyway and by any means necessary, to the universe that means in any way, and the mean could be real mean, even though that might not be any way like the way you meant. But hasn't yet is not the same as has no chance to, because hard times have to happen. The thing is that you can hold on to them and let them hold you up, or you can get out of your head, help yourself to some hard work, be your own hero, and recognize that your hesitation is part of the delay. A lot of the reason that you're still here is because of what you still hear. You're listening to and learning from a very low level of audience and assumption that only has the importance that you give to it, and it's definitely not as powerful as what you have to say. But see, you don't think that you can say what you mean and it not mean being misunderstood, mischaracterized, misinterpreted, or it's somehow resulting in your misfortune. You have to be willing to accept responsibility for your actions and accountability for how you've acted. You have to believe that God blesses according to your faith, or it's going to be frustrating, false narratives, and failure for as long as you think that that is your portion. You don't think that you should be forced to spend another any second in this struggle, in this situation, dealing with this going through this cycle, and only getting these chances. You don't think it's fair that you have to be the one that fights all the time just to be free to fight all the time, and fighting for what? For these circumstances. But you don't think that it's over. You don't think that you're done, nor is there any doubt that eventually, because you've done your best and been diligent, that your dream will come true. Because you don't think that there is a such thing as quitting or giving up or not being whatever serious you need to be to secure the successful that you're seeking out. And you're ready to start over as many times as it takes, if that's what it comes to. You don't think the worst. You don't think that this won't happen. You don't think that the work is too much. You just want to know that the way you're going is the way you're supposed to go. And when you've gotten to wherever you're supposed to get to, that there's at least a win waiting. You just believe that there's a reason, a responsibility, and a reward that is rightfully yours for the dream that you've been chasing. And you don't think that means anything other than what the results reflect. So the routine, the processes, the story, it's all going to be worth it. When you do what you said you were going to do, you do it, and after it's done, you get to think back. Right now, there might be a lot of opposition. Opportunities for you to throw in the towel, people feeling and saying that you and whatever your this is needs to be over and you should bow out. They want to get on your nerves and do whatever it takes to get you to go off, because they know what's better for or going to be in your best interest, and that you're wasting your time. But you don't think that.